Let's play some Vigil. Meow.
At last, you have arrived, Vigilant. Every Vigilant must return to the trial so the ritual may end.
Who are you?
That's quite the voice for a lady. Anyways, my name has been swept away by the torrent of history. It matters not. Focus on the trial. And could you help me with this hunch on my back? Like, it's really killing me. Now is your time. Stand up. Get it? Because I can't really stand up all the way. And stride toward the light.
Ah! Where the hell did you go?
Go no further. Outsiders are not allowed beyond this point. Wait, I almost didn't recognize you. You've changed so much, now that you've opened the box.
Daisy sent me a letter. Seems like she needed me.
You picked a terrible time to return, child. I have such shites to show you. Tangerine is hysterical and monsters have been harrying the town for weeks. Crazy old Tangerine, how many times has Bruna run off now? Are we in double figures yet? Ha! That's a joke in my world. Don't be cruel. Bruna has been gone for too long this time. Just head home and see your sister, okay? She's going to be so pleased to see you.
Have you heard the legend of the Glorious Guard? They were an independent organization that even the mistress could bring to heel. After the Battle of Dubergershire, the gate guard that defended against the fallen mistress became famous. ... and also a third dot. Did you know that? To be considered a true guard, a candidate has to complete 5 rigorous tests. And they're rigorous. I mean, you can tell by the shape of my mustache. I used to have a beard, but on trial 3, a troll ripped it off.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. That sounds like crazy horse shit.
Well, it's not horse shit. That's because you don't read. Lots of ancient books mention it. They say that a gate guard is a kind of symbol, you dumbass that doesn't read. I was born in the wrong era. Look at me, a mangy watchdog overseeing nothing except this guy with one eye next to me who talks like a fucking Cenobite.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, you've got one hell of a mustache. That's very respectable.
You think so? It doesn't feel that way anymore. Although I lost most of the feeling in my face when that troll ripped off my beard.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
My Bruna is gone. Captain, I need to see the captain. I searched everywhere. On this ground, in the palms of my hands, everywhere. But all I found is blood stained by the waterfall. Oh, goddess.
Calm down, please. Jesus Christ.
My baby daughter, my Bruna is gone.
Bruno's missing again. Could it be that monster?
What, the guy with the pot on his head? That's rude.
Doubtful. Not even a puppy could sneak in after Captain closed the gates, much less a monster.
Then, could she be with Graham? Remember on Shimmerless Day last year, there was a similar incident. She hung out with that guy Graham Cracker, I believe his name was, and that other guy named Hershey. Man, I feel like they were fixing to take the s'more out of her.
How dare you slander my daughter? That's not even a saying, take the s'more out of her. That's not even clever.
Enough of this. You've never accepted Graham. But even a guard could get Bruna out after the gate is closed.
Or couldn't. One or the other. I don't know how to read. I'm like that girl outside the gate who doesn't read books. I promise we will continue the search, but please go home. If Bruna were to return, you should be there. Not on this ground. Weeping at the gate. You're bad for business. There's a shop right next to you. Yes, I should head home in case she comes back. Oh, my sweet one, where are you? Ah, they all vanished and I somehow turned around. That was terrifying. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. You returned at a bad time. Mayus in chaos. There was woman crying all over the place in one spot. It's chaos. Is there anything I can do to help? You seem different. The vigilant training has changed you a lot. Like, somehow you have the normal voice of Maleggio and not like a 22-year-old girl. If you really want to help, you could get rid of the massive beast that's been stalking the town. It's already slain a dozen guards, so I figure one person could probably take that beast out after the dozen died. Oh, that gray-furred beast with the gaping mouth? That's already dead. I smashed it with a... Well, not this hammer thing. I found this afterwards, but you get the idea.
What? By yourself?
Yeah, by myself. You don't believe me?
Apologies. The strength of vigilance never ceased to amaze. This is wonderful news. I need to recall our scouts. I mean, the ones that aren't dead. Well, all right, I'll recall them too. They might come back as zombies. You send this message to the captain for me? He's awaiting my reply at the outpost. His office is on the second floor. You see that staircase behind me? Well, yeah, use that. That's how you get there. I'm going in your door.
Hey, only guards are allowed in there.
Actually, storage isn't that well protected anymore. It's just some personal items and keys for a few public facilities in town. Nothing precious.
But don't go in there. It's important you don't go in there.
The captain wouldn't make me stay here and guard the place if Steve wasn't so light-fingered. That fucking Steve. Why don't, the captain just fire him?
You don't understand. Once you become a guard, you're bound to duty until death. I mean, we probably could have murdered the shit out of that Steve son of a bitch.
Yeah, just like vigilance.
You guys murder too?
No. We're bound till death. You're an asshole.
You look like a capable fighter, but it's important to increase your combat knowledge. Like me, spear guy by the door of useless shit that's not that important. I'm a master combateer. For example, if a monster is highly poised, you must use a weapon with high poise damage to interrupt their actions or even stun them. That's obvious.
You mean something like this giant axe in my hand that I could probably murder you with in seconds?
Yeah, exactly. And if your poise damage is high enough, you can even interrupt the monster's attack. I know because I've got a high poise weapon like this pointy stick spear. Yeah.
Where's my helmet? Gah, how much did I drink last night? I was drinking out of the helmet, and then I lost the helmet. Oh, well, there's a helmet right on my head. But it's not the one I want. This one smells too good.
Your helmet? The one on your head?
Haha! This is Graham's helmet. I stole it from him because it smells like Head and Shoulders. And I love the smell of Head and Shoulders.
So you stole it?
Watch your attitude! Don't you know who I am? I'm the Bay Gate Guard. Anyone who wants to pass the gate needs my permission first. But those other guys down at the bottom, they're the ones that'll do the fighting. If I say do the fighting.
Yeah, okay, but you still stole it.
If you have a problem with it, why don't you just help me find my helmet so I can give Graham's back?
Yeah. Is this your helmet?
Oh yes, great! This is for you as a reward.
Here you are from my very own precious collection. Hee hee, enjoy. Due to recent monster activity, the captain has closed the town gates. So I sit right here. This bench with no back to it. And there's a table too. But there's nothing on the table. My job is master tableteer. But that rule only applies to normal people. I guess you could sit too. I don't understand how that applies to anything. Some people are saying that it must have been a monster that got Bruna. She probably ran off with Graham. I'd consider eloping if I had a mother like Tangerine. Ha! But all jokes aside, that woman's a bitch. I can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. Nobody saw Bruna leave with him, and Graham's always been so dutiful. It just doesn't add up. It's like 1 + 1 = 3. So it doesn't add up.
Goddess, it's you? How long has it been? Are you back for Shimmerless Day?
Vice Captain wanted me to inform you that the beast outside the gate has been taken care of. I asked him a question to death.
Goddess, that's the best news I've had in some time. Since they told me that little bout of herpes cleared up. Never mind, that's not important. I assume you did it, right? If my guards had half your strength, we'd have found Bruna days ago. That's right. 12 guys. If they had half the strength of you put together, we would have found one girl. Days ago. What do you think happened to her? The obvious answer is that Graham helped Bruna escape her overbearing mother. That bitch! But this still doesn't feel right. Why do we hate that old woman so much? She was crying in the middle of town, and we belittled her, and we still do. You know why? Because she's a bitch! No. Could it just be a regular monster attack and not that the mother's a bitch? Is that possible? Daisy mentioned their resurgence in her letter. It's one of the reasons I'm here, because I heard about monsters and letters and stuff like that, and usually I want to come hit them with axes. I hope Daisy's assumption is misplaced. Tangerine insists she saw bloodstains near the waterfall, and monster activity in that area has been particularly high of late. Leave it to me. Daisy asked me to help, and I intend to do so. Wonderful! I'll leave both cases to you then. By the way, take this. We forged it for defeating that beast. But since you've already done it, now we don't have any use for it, asshole. Hello, Vigilant. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Isadora, the manager. And I have no eyes, so I keep this shit over my eyes. You can't see I have no eyes. If there's anything you want to keep safe, leave it with me. I'll keep a watch over it with my no eyes. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. My methods are a trade secret. I have leprosy. No, don't listen to that. My name is Magdars. Welcome to May Theater. I'm Magdars. Well, it may not be as good as my theater. A real actor is never limited by their venue. Wouldn't you agree? Come now, my wonderful audience. What thrilling tale shall I tell today? How about the time the great hero Magdars bravely sacrificed his right hand to save a little girl from dastardly heretics?
Do you have to sing everything you say?
Yes, I do. There's a tradition among some desert tribesmen, cutting the throats of the sick and singing about it.
If you wish to save someone from this fate, you must sacrifice something extremely important for the brave Monstars. It was his right hand. It's a pity he only had one to give. I mean, one right hand. I didn't get rid of the left one. That would be another hand. For he had a right hand, perhaps he could have blocked the arrow that pierced the little girl's neck. Such a sacrificing for all naught. In a world supposedly blessed by the goddess, I'm fucking Monstars.
Weird. Isn't Daisy home? I brought her this cake. This floating cake. Isn't it weird how I can carry it with my right arm while my left arm is just gone? Did you come back for Shimmerless Day or Daisy's birthday? Well, it's the same day. Stupids. If you came for one, you came for the other, stupid. Daisy wrote me a letter asking me to return home for a while. Had nothing to do with Shimmerless Day or birthday or that fucking cake. Well, since you're here, can you help me give your little sister her cake? It's got poison in it. No, it doesn't have poison in it. It doesn't have poison in it. I made it for her so that she would die. I mean, so that she would alive. There's no poison in the cake. Just help me give her the cake. You made this cake? Daisy, she deserves to be happy. Why in the hell would you think that a cake that you made would make anyone happy? Ever. Uh-oh. Shimmerless Day is the most important day of the year, and there's so much to prepare. If she could be here, that would be nice. Every time that she's not here, everything turns black and white. Or maybe I'm colorblind. I don't know. It's one of those two things. I'm Daisy. She must be out here somewhere protecting people like a jerk. Maybe she can come back home this year like a jerk. It's been several years since the last time we celebrated birthday together. That's an awkward sentence, though, isn't it? No one talks like that. It's been several years since last time we celebrated birthday together. Is it a birthday? I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm stuck in this old-timey black and white vision. And it's my 16th birthday. She knew that for sure. She knew that. I mean, if she's my sibling, she probably knew that. Maybe I should clean the house just in case. I mean, look at all these cobwebs everywhere. There's one of them literally just attached to my dress right now. Or I could prepare some of her favorite meals. Like poison cake. She loves poison cake. And of course, my special blended drink. Poison drink. Wait, who's knocking at the door? That better not be that fucking Raven again. Daisy, are you here? I'm back. I just saw you, but you were all black and white, and then you vanished. Can you believe Cillian made a cake? That's Cillian. Ha ha! Making cakes and stuff. What a jokester.